Hi, it's Shorty at Ruby's, and today I'm going to share with you a video about making a swag for your front door. You know, right now we're doing quarantines and social distancing, and so we're spending a lot of time at home, and so, you know, it's a great time to, you know, just kind of refresh your home and decorate and try something new. Think outside the box, get out of your comfort zone, and do something that you maybe never done before, never tried before. And so we're going to offer these boxes with a swag, and everything you need is going to come in this box. So there are a couple of things you'll need at home, but everybody should have that. In the box, you're going to get a swag, the florals or whatever picks you need to make to go on your swag, and your ribbon. The things you're going to need at home would be a pair of scissors, which everyone should have, maybe a pair of wire cutters to cut your floral wires the length you need them. You may not have this at home, ladies, but your husband probably does. Someone you know will have a pair of wire cutters. Borrow them, and you'll have that done. You're also going to need a glue pen or a glue gun. I use a pan because I use so much glue here at work, but a glue gun works fine too. Just something to glue your objects onto your swag. So the first thing you're going to do is take that swag out of the box, and it's going to come. It's going to be flat, ugly. So you just want to kind of give it, fluff it up. Just, you know, take it and pull it out, and just kind of give it a shape. Won't take but a few minutes to do that, and you're ready to apply your materials. We're going to start with our bows, with our ribbon. You're going to get plenty of ribbon, so don't be stingy with it, because the ribbon is what's going to make it full and fill in your space on your swag. You're going to have plenty of ribbon, I promise. We're going to start with 2 lengths of ribbon. And at the very top of your swag, you're going to put your 2 ribbons together. Now, on your ribbons, you're going to get, we're doing lemons and the black and white check today, because that's very popular. Lemons are everywhere right now. You're going to put the 2 together. You can put whichever one you want on top. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to put the lemon on top of the black and white. You can do it the opposite way. Doesn't matter. You're going to pinch it like this, almost like making bunny ears. And at the top of your swag, you're going to lay it on there, take 2 pieces, and twist it like a bread tie. And that's going to attach it at the top. Now your ribbon's going to hang down your swag. Don't do this. You want it to be fluffy. You want it to be big. And remember, that's why I was talking about don't be stingy with your ribbon. Be generous with your ribbon, because that's what's going to fill in. So you're going to make like a little poof. You're going to puff it out. I like to take the ribbon, whichever one I have on top, and just make it just a little bit longer than the other so that you can see both ribbons that way. You're going to pinch that together, come down a little bit, pinch it, make it a poof, and then you're just going to lay it in your swag and twist it. Now I've got this hanging up today because that way you can see it, but you can lay this flat on a table and you'll probably be easier for you to work with. I'm trying to do it today so that you'll be able to see it. So I've got it hung on this little door. Okay, so we got our first one done. It's not going anywhere. It's secure because we've twisted that together like a bread tie, and so we've secured our ribbon on there. You're going to do the same thing again. You're going to make a poof again, pulling that top ribbon just a little bit further out than the bottom. You're going to come up under there and twist it on again. Take your 2 pieces and twist it together just like you twisted a bread tie. Unless you're at my house, my family doesn't know how to do that. They take the ribbon, twist the end of it together and fold it under. Drives me insane. Okay. Again, we're going to make a poof, and we're going to come down to the ends. There's no wrong or right way of where to put these, as long as you're coming down, following, coming down your swag. Okay, so I've got my ribbon. That's my first step, to get this ribbon on there. Cut it at the bottom, leave a little bit hanging. Maybe some little tails hanging down there at the bottom of your swag. Okay, now comes the part that everybody's always scared of, and that's the bows. It's really not hard. Just follow the steps, and you can do this. Start with the ribbon that you have on the bottom. In my case, it's the black and white check. So I'm going to start with that because I want that on the bottom of my bows. If I have it on the bottom here, I got to have it on the bottom of my bows. So I'm going to make my first loop of my ribbon. I've got my ribbon like this. I'm going to go slow so that you can see. And I'm just going to just fold it and make a loop. See that loop right there? And I'm going to pinch that together between my fingers. And this is what I have. Now, I've got to come back and I've got to fold that ribbon back up. just like this. Can you see? So I'm making another fold and I'm pinching it up in there. So I've got that. Almost like tying your shoe. And I'm going to cut that off. Scissors are kind of dull. Okay, so this is the first layer of my bow. Now keep holding that tight. Don't let go because you've got to start all over if you do. You're going to take your second ribbon, which in my case is the lemons, and lay that on top. And pinch it. The pinching in the center is the hardest part, but it's the most essential part because if you don't pinch it in the center and hold it together, your whole bow will come apart and it won't work. Twist it over. Now I'm twisting, I'm going to tell you why I'm twisting it. Every time I come to the center on this bow, I've got to twist this ribbon in the center because if I don't, when I fold it back, this is what happens because the ribbon's printed on one side. So you have to twist it over so that when you turn your bow back, the pretty side of your ribbon is showing, okay? Again, I'm at that center and I've pinched it together. If I don't turn my ribbon, it's gonna look like this. You've got to turn your ribbon over, twist it around and turn it over so that when you pull it to the center, you can see both pretty sides of your ribbon. You don't have to measure, it's not that precise. Just kind of make your loops close to the same size. Make sure you have the same amount of loops on both sides. You can do 2, you can do 3 loops, however many you want. We're just going to do 2. Right here, we're going to stop. Take our twist tie, which is a chenille stem or old school pipe cleaner. You can use a piece of wire, whatever you have handy. And we're going to put that through the center. Again, twisting like a bread tie. And twist that on. Cut off our ribbon. And we've got our first layer of our bow. Now it doesn't look that great, it doesn't matter. When you get it on, it's going to look good. See? We're going to take the ends of our twisty, and we're just going to place it on there and twist it on your swag. Okay. Kind of fluff that, get that situated the way you want it. I like to pull the pieces of the greenery from the swag up in my ribbon so that it shows. Okay, and then you're ready to move on to the next bow. We're going to do the same thing. Everywhere that you have connected your ribbon on, that first strip of ribbon, you're going to put a bow. So that's our first bow. We've got to go to the next one. Again, just watch. Fold it, twist. Okay, I'm going to make this bow just a little bit smaller than that first one because as I come down, if you'll notice the swag also gets slimmer as it comes down. So you want to make your bows just a little smaller too to keep that shape. Laying the lemon on top of the black and white. Making a couple of loops. Cleaner, my chenille stem, whichever way you want to call it, it's fine. And we're going to put that in our next spot. See how this is all starting to take shape and come together? Okay, again, we gotta make our bow, make it a little smaller. keeping that lemon on the top if that's the way we start it. Go to the next spot that we've connected. Again, this is much harder to do hanging up. If you'll lay it on your table so that you can be over it and see what you're doing, it's going to be much easier for you. Okay, one more at the bottom. We just want to make something small, just right at that bottom. And see, I still have plenty of ribbon left over, so don't be scared to use your ribbon. You can make more than 2 loops if you want. You make your bows like you want them, and as full as you want. If you notice when I cut my ribbon, I cut it at a slant instead of just straight across. It just looks better. Just cut it, just slant it whenever you cut your ribbon. Okay, put this one at the bottom. Whoops, I'm loose again. It's hard to do this hanging up to see what I'm doing. Try that again. Okay, so I got a ribbon on the bottom. Okay, we're going with it. All right, next take your linen floral pick, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of tear this apart. It's pretty easy to just grab it and pull it and take it apart. You can cut it if you need to. Like this. I'm going to leave a little bit of stem on your lemon so that you'll have something to glue. This last piece is a little tough. We have to just pull it off. Okay, so I got all of it, took off my stem. Throw this away, you don't need this. And I've got all these pieces. So I'm just going to start maybe with some of the greenery and use that first. That may be my easiest way to put it on. Here you would take your glue gun, put a little glue on the end of your stem. I've got a glue pan, so I'm just going to stick it over in my pan. Let you see my pan. It's kind of messy, but I use it so much every day it gets really messy. And I'm just going to glue some in. I'm going to start at the top. I always start at the top and work your way down. So I'm starting at the top. I'm going to put some leaves, the lemon leaves at the top. I'm going to put all my greenery in first. And you go everywhere that you went and you attached, just kind of, because you're where that's kind of going to be your focal points of where you're going to put things. So just start filling in around those places, around those spots with your greenery. I'm getting these glue strings everywhere. glue. Okay, so I've got all my greenery. Now I'm ready to attach my lemons. This is the fun part. Got all my lemons separated. I left a little bit of stem on my lemon, so this is where I'm going to put my glue to insert into the swag so that it holds it in place. See, I've just got a little glue on the end of my lemon. I'm just going to stick that in. Go down to the next spot on my swag. Putting my lemons in. And just come all the way down your swag with your lemons. Okay, so I got my lemons in place. Make sure that was holds because I just put my glue. Okay, so now we've got our 2 yellow Gerber daisies. And I'm going to cut some of the stem off of these because I don't need them that long. So I'm going to cut some of the stem off, leaving enough stem to glue in place. Put some glue on the end of that stem and insert that into my swag. Okay, and there you have it. A swag for your front door, made with lemons. And won't it be nice to invite all your guests when you can have guests again? But otherwise, the people driving by on your street will be so impressed with your swag for your front door.